Welcome to Twale TV Sports and Twale TV Entertainment, our sister channel. Well, welcome back. Scotland's demolition of Spain. I don't know why people are so surprised. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not surprised. I am surprised. But why I'm not surprised is that I said during the World Cup that international football has become a level playing ground, that the so-called developing nations are so developed themselves now that they come out and beat the big nations, the big footballing nations. They beat them. Scotland whacking Spain 2-0. It could have been 4-0. Okay? Saudi Arabia whacking Argentina, the World Cup, bang. Morocco whacking Belgium and the big shots to get to World Cup semi-final. So these things have been coming for the last 10 years. And you can't blame it on anybody. It's the emergence of these young talents with these nations who are plying their trade in the big leagues in Europe, especially in the Premier League. Okay? When you have half of your team playing in the Premier League, plus some key talents at home, merge them together, gel them together, you are as good as these big nations. And that's what these developing nations have been proving. I wasn't surprised how Argentina got beaten by Saudi Arabia. If you look at Saudi Arabia, American manager, all their key players, if you look at where they ply their trade professionally, you shouldn't be surprised. And this is the reason why these so-called developing football nations are no more developing. Some of them, or most of them, are not developed. And they can go toe-to-toe with the so-called football big giants. And that's what happened. So well done to Scotland. The same with Wales, okay? The same with England. All the home nations. Well done. Twale to you lot. First, start to the qualifier. Brilliant, 2 games for everyone. England 6 points. Scotland 6 points out of 2. I think Wales 4 out of 6. So we have to praise the development of the so-called developing nations, that they're no more developing. That's that. Bayern Munich trying to buy out the old Chelsea squad. They're buying our key players. These are proven players. I am really concerned, to be honest with you. I have to say, I am concerned. These players need to go. They've not been played. They need to play somewhere else. That's normal. That's natural. But for Thomas Tuchel to be coming after Kovacic, Mason Mount, Mendy, if you're a Chelsea fan, you'll be concerned. Because God forbid, if Graham Potter, who is still standing on one foot, gets sacked, we need these players. The new manager, whoever is going to be coming from, wherever it's coming from, is going to look at these players as proven players. These are the proven Premier League players. The new talents we've just bought, the Modric, the Enzos, and all of them, they're good. They are, in fact, exceptionally good. But they are not yet proven in the Premier League. So I don't know, it's kind of mixed emotion for me, because I know these players have to go. And if they do go, I hope Graham Potter, stays and starts to win. I hope it becomes what Chelsea wants, the new Arteta. And because he hasn't won consistently, he hasn't proven that he can be the Arteta. Okay? Arteta was given all the assurances, all the support, everything. And it's worked well for them. It's worked well for Arsenal board and Arteta. And Chelsea board are trying to do the same thing. Support Graham Potter by all means, whatever he wants. They spent about £600 million in the last 6 months. So I know they're determined, and I know they truly believe in Graham Potter. But how soon he does it, how quick, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, it shouldn't take this long. Top managers don't take this long with all these talents. They would have shown a sign that, yes, I am the one for you, and I will get you what you want. But Graham Potter hasn't done that. End of story. Now, Conte'S departure from Tottenham. Now, if you remember Cristiano Ronaldo's interview, immediately after that interview, very controversial, immediately after, the Glazers decided to sell. Okay? Ronaldo kind of laid everything bare in the open. He exposed everything people have been saying very quietly behind the scene. He came out and said it very clearly, because he has nothing to lose anymore. He knew he was leaving. And that must have triggered, it's part of the reasons, I know that. It's part of the reasons that triggered the Glazers' intention to finally sell up. Okay? So Conte'S similar interview that he had exposed Tottenham that you have won nothing in 20 years. The reason, because of your modus operandi. How you operate is the reason. He said you can sack managers, you can sack me, but nothing will change. Meaning you will not win nothing until you operate like winners. When you let winners go, you have to think yourself, what is wrong with me? I'm referring to Tottenham. You have to ask yourself, what is wrong? I mean, I have to applaud your chairman, Daniel Levy. Very shrewd businessman, very competent in business. He built the best stadium in the country without screaming and, losing it. He was actually buying players in the middle of building that stadium, keeping Tottenham in the top four. So we have to give him credit. But is there something wrong? Really? Does Mr. Daniel Levy needs to answer some questions? Because truly, you sacked Mourinho. He took you to a cup final. You sacked him in that week of the cup final. Maybe if you had left him, you would have won something. And then Mauricio Pochettino, whom you trusted and loved so much, you let him go because he didn't put a trophy on the table. Now you want to go back for him. What has he done that's different to when he was there? He went to PSG. He won the league. Of course, any manager with PSG and all the stars there that can't win the French league is not a manager. The French league is not a league. I'm sorry, with all due respect to the French clubs. When you take 2-3 clubs, that's it. Those are the top clubs, and those are the ones that beat everybody. The same with the Bundesliga. They have 3-4 clubs, and the rest are average championship clubs. I say this that people don't actually rate English Premier League as much as they should. This is the best league in the world. There is a reason why people say that. Okay, all these top leagues in Europe, where you pick few clubs from the top league numbers. That's it. The rest can't match up. Whereas here, English Premier League, yes, we're proud. Every team, the team struggling for relegation, will come and beat number one team, the champion. It's happened. It keeps happening. It's because the competition is tough. So I just don't see a reason why Tottenham fans shouldn't sit and ask themselves the questions. Because you're going to get another manager. Are you going to win the league? No. You haven't got the squad to win the league. Are you going to compete for top four? Yes. Are you going to remain in the top four? Most likely. So you got rid of Conte because he's telling the truth. Well, that's football sometimes. You can't buy the finger that feeds you. Mr. Conte, thank you for telling us the truth. But I hope you find another better job. But Tottenham fans, ask yourself the questions. What next? Because Ronaldo said it, and the Glazers were forced to decide to sell. End of. So Tottenham, I feel sorry for you guys. You're in some deep shite. Truly, let's see what comes this weekend, because this international break, sometimes I said it, we real football nutheads, we don't like it unless it's qualifier or it's a competition. Even the qualifier, it's taking us 2 weeks now without regular football. I'm itching. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's see what happens over the weekend. But before the weekend, we'll be giving an update on all the games over the weekend, and we'll be keeping you informed on the developments of the transfers going on. Okay, there are some transfers going on, and we'd love to keep you posted. So apart from that, nothing else to talk, just to keep a quick update on the internationals. But thank God international is over. So can't wait for the weekend. Football fans who have been itching and waiting like me, well, it's over now. Let's get back into it. 3-pointers. We can't wait. So that's it. Folks, have a lovely evening, and let's catch up at the next podcast. Okay? Hasta la vista, baby. Go subscribe, I beg. Go and subscribe. The subscription is good, but it could be better. Tell your friends to tell their friends and their friends and their friends and their friends. And please subscribe. Press share and like button. Follow Twali TV Sports and follow our sister channel, Twali TV Entertainment. You subscribe twice to Twali TV Sports and to Twali TV Entertainment. Enjoy the shows on Twali TV Entertainment, and let's catch up at the next podcast. Thank you for listening to my yam talk. I love you and can't wait to catch up with you at the next podcast. Hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.
Wale.